Hi, everybody, and welcome to February's edition of the VMG President's Message for the monthly news. I'm not the president, but I'm making a special guest appearance for this month. My name's Hannah Perrin, and I am the lead for education at the VMG. So I'm responsible for our qualifications suite and for our CPD, and that includes VMG Congress program that we're really super excited about. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what we've got planned for VMG Congress on the 8th and 9th of June. And I'm hoping that you'll be just as excited as I am to come along and join us. So as we were putting together the programme, we've done a lot of research. We've talked to a lot of people, our membership, obviously, people who've come to our conferences before, and we've talked to people about what they actually want to get out of a conference like this. And people have given us really clear message, and we're so grateful for that because it's enabled us to build a programme that is really responsive and it really focuses on the issues that people want to hear about. So our programme has 6 streams, so we'll have 3 on the Thursday and 3 on the Friday. So just to highlight a few of the plans that we've got in place. So on the Thursday, this is Thursday the 8th of June 2023, our 3 themes are starting with your purpose, your clients, and yourselves. So your purpose is something that came through quite strongly. So we want to talk about basically the fundamental values that drive us. And that's something that's really interesting to unpack when you're at a conference, thinking, why do we do what we do? And what makes what we do different from what everybody else does? And that's a really interesting thing to think about in something like the veterinary sector, when we all want to make animals better, but what is it that makes what you do stand out? So that's a really interesting one. Our clients, so we're going to look at basically how we interact with our clients, how we can improve communication with our clients, that kind of thing. So we're going to have some really interesting sessions around what the 21st century client wants from their veterinary practice, how people make purchasing decisions and that kind of thing. We're going to do some really interesting stuff around purchasing psychology and that kind of thing. We're going to look at the media and our clients. We've got the fantastic Boloisu coming and talking to us about using social media to educate our clients. So there's some really good stuff to unpack in there. And the third stream on the Thursday is yourselves. And we really felt like we wanted to include this stream because as veterinary managers and leaders, we spend a lot of time supporting other people. It's part of the job. It's often one of the most rewarding parts of the job. But it can mean that sometimes our own sort of personal and professional development takes a little bit of a backseat. So we really wanted to include the stream where you can develop yourself. So we've got some really good stuff in there. We've got sessions on boosting your resilience. We've got sessions on managing your own time and energy. We've got a really valuable session on managing your personal finances. So things like that should be really valuable for anybody in any role to really get something out of. And then on the Friday, on the 9th of June, we've got 3 more streams. So on the Friday, we're going to be focusing on our people, our workplaces, and our future. So in the people stream, again, we've got some really good stuff going on. So we've got sessions on helping you to support your teams. We've got sessions on kindness at work from the fantastic research team at the University of Sussex that run something called the Kindness Project. So they're coming to talk about that and how we can incorporate that into our workplaces. And in the afternoon of the Friday, we've got the fantastic Big Dog, Little Dog coming to deliver their suicide prevention training workshop. It's something that we felt very strongly that we wanted to include. It's such an important topic, and we wanted to give people the opportunity to come along and find out more about what we can all do to help support colleagues who may be in crisis and get some really practical tips about what they can do to help. Our workplaces strand, again, we've got some great workshops. We've got the BVA coming to talk about how we can implement their Good Workplaces initiative into our organisations. We've got the fantastic affinity groups of BVCIS, BV LGBT and BVEDS coming to talk about active allyship, how we can make our workplaces welcoming and open and generous to everybody and make sure everybody has a place in a veterinary workplace. And we've got a really cool session on creative problem solving in that strand as well, which promises to be a really fun interactive session looking at how we can tackle any issue that we might have in practice. And then the final session on the Friday, or the final stream on the Friday, is looking at your future. So we're looking ahead slightly, thinking, right, what is the future of veterinary leadership and management? So again, we've got some really great sessions, some really interesting speakers. So we've got things are looking at the future of recruitment. Obviously, that's a big topic at the moment. So we've got an analyst from the job company or job website Indeed coming to talk about recruitment trends and again what the sort of 2023 job seeker is looking for. We've got lessons from other sectors or in other areas of the veterinary sector. We've got a session on the future of complaint management. So we've got people coming in to talk about mediation and managing client relations, that kind of thing. We've got a session on leading change because that's kind of inevitable in all of our futures. So we've got a really jam-packed programme. One of my remits in putting the programme together was to bring in new faces with new ideas, new voices. So we hope that you're just as excited to hear from them as we are. All the information is available on the VMG website. We'd love to see you there in lovely Stratford-upon-Avon on the 8th and 9th of June 2023. See you there.